Hi and welcome to 2021. Before I talk a little bit about what we've got in store at SHL this year, I want to spend a little bit of time reflecting on 2020 and some of the lessons that we've learned that we can take into this year. I think the first thing is we proved last year that remote working and virtual working could be effective and could be efficient for us, as well as many businesses were forced into a remote working environment. I think the second thing is we learned that culture actually can beat strategy. And if I look at the strongest organizations and how they dealt with the pandemic and how they dealt with big topics like Black Lives Matter, I think you could really see strong cultures coming through and really driving those organizations into new levels and into different directions as well, which I think proves that culture needs to be a key part of any strong organization. I think the third area is really around adaptability and those organizations who are very able to quickly pivot into new directions, those that were able to accelerate digital strategies, maybe change into different segments of the market and drive success. So those organizations that had adaptability and people who were adaptable within it certainly were able to be more successful. And the last area is really one of leadership and transformational leadership. What's needed of leaders now is very different from what it was needed 10 years ago in terms of their ability to transform organizations in an adaptable way, but also in a very human way. And you've seen really strong leaders with a very human way of addressing the pandemic, their people and their people supporting their people's families throughout that period as well. So there's some of the learnings from 2020 that we can bring into 2021. What do I expect to be different in the market this year or things to watch out for? Well, clearly the virtual working, remote working and doing all things virtual, I think will remain and be a key part of how we change and adapt to do business in the future as well. I think hiring is one of those and virtual hiring, and we've seen actually hiring volumes at the back end of last year were up 50% on the year before. So hiring, if anything, has increased for many organizations as they look for new skills and new roles to take them into this year, into 2021. But also talent management will continue to increase as well. Partly that will be virtual, so moving away from more traditional development centres and assessment centres, but also looking at things like, how can I assess my workforce because I need to adapt to changes in 2021. I'm sure there'll be the similar level of changes and being able to pivot the workforce that we've seen in 2020 will happen in 2021. So thinking about using technology as an enabler for that to understand the entire workforce and how you can change it and adapt it very quickly, I think will be key. Finally, what to expect from SHL. So SHL has had a very busy 2020. We've been building out our capabilities and capabilities really in four areas. Our products, building out the product portfolio, the look and feel, so there's consistent look and feel, great candidate experience. So we've now got everything from our traditional assessments all the way through to video assessments, through coding, through skills, through language. So a very broad product portfolio that we have now at SHL. Our global services remain, so now we've got some fantastic services people around the world supporting our customers, but we built out two new capabilities as well. One that we call experiences, which is really around our workflow, our content management, our candidate feedback. So all of the bits you'd want to build a great candidate experience as part of what we call an experience capability. And then insights, so the visualization of data and people insights and the ability to be able to pivot that data very quickly to be able to make better decisions and ultimately get better outcomes. Now, the reason why I talk about the capabilities is because our solutions are built on those four capabilities, which gives customers who buy from us consistency across those different capabilities. Obviously, they're designed to work together, which means they're very scalable and they're very future-proof as well. The functionality that we release in experiences will be available to customers as they go through their journey with us and hopefully a multi-year journey with us. So not having to think about fully refreshing their solutions all the time, but how do we incrementally give value to our customers across those four capability areas. So for us, it's really about the capabilities that we need to design great solutions in both talent acquisition when customers are thinking about their hiring needs, but also talent management. when they're thinking about their employee needs, and doing that on one platform, which is quite unique in the industry to be able to serve both talent acquisition and talent management on a single platform. And increasingly, and maybe towards the end of this year, thinking about how we can join up the journey for that hiring candidate through to employee in a more consistent way for our customers as well. So 2021 for us really promises to be a very, very exciting year, and we're looking forward to working with our customers and our prospects to make sure that we're delivering what you need to get your best outcomes from your people.